Well, we are here at the end of our 4th season with Farnborough Football Club, and we return today for our last league game of the season. Last league game? I thought we were coming back for the last 2 league games. Well, yeah, that was with the expectations that we were going to be playing as well as we could for the remainder of the season and just seeing where we end up. However, we're currently sitting in 4th place with playoff places guaranteed, and we have an outside chance of pipping Wycombe to 3rd place for automatic promotion to League One. It's a very small chance, like minuscule, absolutely, there's still a chance, but it's a very, very outside chance. So let's see what has been happening. All right, then let's have a quick look at our league position currently. And as you can see, we're sitting in 4th place, playoff place, already confirmed a couple of games ago. And yeah, we're 3 points behind Wycombe. They have a much greater goal difference than us, well, by 5. So if they were to lose on their last game of the season and we were to win on our last game of the season, there is a chance that if we, if the goal difference swings by 6, we could go up automatically, which would be great because I don't like playoff games. I'm not a fan, and there's some great, strong teams in here that we'd be going up against. But let's have a look how we have got to this point from the last time we saw you, because we had been on an absolutely terrible run of form at that point. So we got knocked out the 2 cups, and then yeah, we had a real torrid time for December and into January, but then we changed the formation and things started to turn around, and we had a couple of good results against Cambridge and Forest Green, and we had one little slip up against Bradford City. There have been more slip ups as we look further down here. You can't see behind my big head, but that loss there is against Leyton Orient, and excuse me. And we had a couple of draws thrown in there as well against Chesterfield and Harrogate. But if you look at some of these results, we have been on fire. Like, we haven't got all the points available, and yeah, it'd be crazy to think we would get them. But we've got results like York City 7-2. Good results, 3-1 against Northampton, but no, we've done better than that. We've got 8-3 thrashing against Yeovil, who we were going to be coming back for in the previous episode, but the game got rescheduled because I thought it would be a great game, and it was. We were down 3-1 in that game, and we came back to absolutely annihilate them 8-3 in the end. So yeah, really great result. And then this is Exeter down here behind my big head, 6-1 in the last game. So our form has been really good. Leyton Orient, that was a little bit of a blip. We were behind, and then we brought it back level, and then we were behind. We were 40, I don't know. We were drawing quite late into the game anyway, and then they got an 82nd minute goal, and we just couldn't find our way back into that game. So we dropped all the points there. If we had won that game, I mean, the table could be looking very different at this point. But we've got our last game of the season. It is against newly crowned champions Salford. So we could still get a result here. They're champions. They don't need to be putting out, their first team. So they might put out a weakened team just to save their players, maybe. So that would be good. If we can still play our last game of the season, get a good result, and go into playoffs in form, that will be really, really good for us. So, yeah, I'm going to get the team together, and we're going to see what happens against Salford. All right, so let's have a look at the team today. And this is pretty much the best team I've got at the moment. If you'll notice, Daniel Oyetunde isn't starting. He has been out injured, and yeah, I have had a bit of a sticky bit with our attacking players. We've had Oyatunde injured. Zach Henry still wasn't back quite from injury. He has been back for the last couple of games or few games. And Oliver Iro, so he was out as well with his broken foot. Zach Henry was a broken ankle, I think it was. I thought we'd actually lose Daniel Oyatunde till the end of the season and maybe not see him again, but he's come back quickly and strong. He came on as a sub in the last game and he scored straight away. So yeah, he's carried on exactly where he left off. So as a result of these injuries, we've had little Timmy Davies up front for us, and he has been banging in the goals. He is now up to 14 goals. And we brought G in on the left as an inside forwards, and he has been playing like a G. Not his kind of G, but like a G. With 6 goals and 7 assists. So yeah, since bringing him in and having a bit of consistency in the team, yeah, he's contributed quite nicely as well, and I still really like the way he comes on and he plays. There's something about his play. He's got a vision and intelligence that some of the other players just don't have. Yeah, he received the ball in places and you're thinking he's going to shoot, and he doesn't. He'll pull it back, he'll pass it right across the box, find another player that you haven't even noticed, and then that person scores as well. So he's, I don't know, I think he might have some sort of magic touch and vision on the pitch. But we're going to still have to see how he develops. I mean, that looks a bit patchy, doesn't it? But he has developed. So, yeah, he's been performing well. Mitch Pinnock has 6 goals and 15 assists. I think he might have just broke the assist record that was previously set by Tom Olliott. Speaking about Tom Olliott as well, he's kind of back on the team sheet because he was unhappy. And I felt bad for the guy. He's definitely not, yeah, he's definitely not really up to it for this level. But he did come in, and I think he scored, and made an assist. Maybe he's come in and done a reasonable job for us as well. So anyway, with the playoff places, playoff games ahead, I don't want to risk Daniel Oyatunde. He might come on later on in the game, but we definitely want him available for the playoff games. So yeah, this is the team I'm going out with. Owen Foster in goal for us. And then in defence, we have Danny Imre, Taylor Foran, Charlie Robson, and Elijah Morgan. And then in our defensive midfield roles, we have Jacob Hammond, Chambers Borgness, and Saeed Moradi, who have both sort of made a nice little link partnership with each other. And then we have Zach Henry, Mitch Pinnock, and Min QG as our attacking midfielders and wingers. And then Henry Timmy Davies up front. Yeah, and he's been quite banging in goals quite reliably for us. So yeah, got some decisions to make about him going into next season, because I wasn't sure whether he was really cutting it for us, but maybe he's got something more to offer than I realised. Anyway, let's get into the game and see how our last game of the season goes against Salford. Newly crowned champions, Salford. They might want to be going out with a bang and getting another good result, but they've been a little bit like Yeovil in our first season. Yeah, they've just been unstoppable this season, just relentless. So I'm not expecting anything, but we already got playoff games. So, and even then, I'm not expecting anything. So if we go up, we go up. If we don't, that's no less than I was expecting, really. All right, let's get into it. Obviously, I didn't actually say, but yeah, playing this last game of the season so that we can then move on and play the playoff games in this episode and see what happens at the end of this season. Because yeah, didn't want to play the last 2 games and then have to come back again. I figured we can do it this way, and it can either be a 2-game or a 3-game episode, and that is Farnborough ahead 1-0. Mitch Pinnock contributing with the goal instead of an assist this time. He is now up to 7 goals for him. So really great work with Zach Henry and Borgnis on the right. Moradi finding Pinnock in the middle, and he slots past the Salford goalkeeper. So again, not sure whether they're really fielding a full strength team, but it's good to be ahead. We are at home, so I mean that's good. Oh, straddles the crossbar there. And what has gone on here? What is going on? Offside? They were offside, right? Okay. Seemed like it took a little while to actually register that, right? Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. All right. Well, things are going well. They're not playing us off the park, which I was kind of expecting them to. I remember I said when we were coming back for the last 2 games of the season, and I was saying I might not even show the last game of the season because we're up against Salford and we're probably going to get embarrassed. And here we are, 1-0 up. So who knows? Oh, and it's Timmy Davis, Elijah Morgan with the assist, and it's offside. It's offside. But you can see how dangerous he has been up front. He is propping up or popping up in the right positions, and he has been putting those balls away quite consistently. So yeah, I'm not going to say he's going to be the Oyatunde replacement come next season, but he's definitely going to play a part. And that is Zach Henry chipping in with another goal. He's come back from injury, straight on form as well. I think that's 2 goals since he's come back from injury as well. So really great to see him back in the team and scoring goals like he did at the start of the season. I think he was already up to 9 before he got injured with his broken ankle. So yeah, great to see him back in and back on form. And that is 2-0 coming up to half time now against the champions. So that is a really good result so far. There's a whole second half to go, so I won't count my chickens yet. But it's looking quite good. And dare I look at the other results? Yeah, I do. Right, and Wickham are losing. Wickham are losing by 2. Wickham are losing by 2. Oh, and Pinnock nearly gets a 3rd. We need 6. We need a 6-goal swing. We need a 6-goal swing. I don't know what would happen if if we end up equal on points and goal difference. Wait, our goal difference is much greater than this. Did I read that whole thing wrong? I think I did. I mean, they're not losing by. I must have read it wrong. Did I read their goals as our goals and vice versa? I might have. I do that sort of thing. Wow. And I was so excited, I forgot to do any substitutions. Right, let's bring on Oyatunde. Veron on for Pinnock. No, Moradi. I'm going to just push him up forwards a little bit. Kagbu, you can come on for Anne. Now Timpson for Robson as well. Oh. And Dylan Morgan, you can come on for G. And yeah, that's everyone, isn't it? You can come on for like 2 minutes. Blimey. 2-0. I think we'll get an automatic promotion, which means there's not even going to be another game needed in this game, in this episode. Which makes me wonder, did I mess up not playing the last 2 games of the season? I didn't think promotion was on it. And there's Oyatunde again, popping up with another goal in the literally the last seconds of the game to win it 3-0 at home against the champions. And I actually don't know what to think here, or do, or say. This is totally unexpected. Wow. Well, I'm a bit nervous to click continue here, because I absolutely did not think that was on the cards. I knew we'd had a good run to the end of the season and got more out of the team than I was expecting. And yeah, they've absolutely done tremendously Oh, right. We are. I mean, it looks like it. It looks like it. Oh, I can't believe we've done it on the last. We've done it. We have done it on the last game of the season against the champions. And we ended up only 9 points behind them as well. I don't know if I'm ready for League One. That's absolutely. I honestly, I know we were hovering around the playoff places a couple of episodes ago and whatnot, or throughout the season really. And I thought we'd been doing really good, but I honestly thought, match fatigue and injuries and that sort of thing would catch up with us and we'd slowly drop off. And I was just hoping that we could cling on to somewhere between sort of mid-table and those playoff places. But to come through, literally bit by bit, working our way up through those playoff places, and to secure the last automatic promotion place on the last day of the season, needing Wickham to lose, and us to win. I can't believe I've got the goal difference so wrong though. That's a bit of a doozy. Wow. Okay. At least I don't have to play the playoff games. I hate playoff games. I know you do too. Everyone hates playoff games. They are the bane. Absolute bane. And there we have it. Farnborough celebrate final day promotion. And I can't believe we did it against Salford of all people. Maybe they did put out a weakened team. But yeah. And that's gonna be the last game that Daniel Oyatende is gonna play with us. As he returns to his parent club now, Oxford United, for a bright and wonderful future in the Championship. So, wow, yeah, we're promoted. Let's see what the initial sort of reactions are. I don't know what my reaction is. What's your? If you were expecting this earlier in the season or at the start of the season, let me know, because I wasn't. Maybe you had more faith than I did, because honestly thought it would be a relegation scrap. And then towards halfway through the season, maybe I was like, oh, well, maybe we can just look at, top half of the table somewhere. We're going up into League One. Board set initial budgets. Board have set an initial wage budget for the coming season of £27,500 a week, and transfer budget of 433. Now, this is probably all going to go into the wage budget, because that again is a very small wage budget. It's gone up significantly from this year, because what are we currently on? Finances. Right. So yeah, it was sort of around the 15,000 mark, wasn't it? I've managed to adjust it a little bit after the Oyatende sale. Oh, wow. And look, we got money in the bank as well. 735,000 in the bank currently. So financially, we're not rich, but we're okay, I think. I'm still in shock. That we've managed to pull that off on the last day of the season. I'll send little Theo Walcott to do the press conference. Yeah, we rejoice in promotion. I don't know if I'm ready for League One. I know a lot of the players aren't. They're not League One quality. A lot of the players are still being rated as. Some of them are still being rated as National South players, let alone League 2 players, and especially not League 1 quality players. We have got our work cut out for us. Wow. Yeah, it is unbelievable. Seriously, still not sure if I believe it or not. I feel like they might be pulling a fast one on us. All right, Farnborough have been given 5,000 for achieving third pot. 5,000. Is that it? 5,000 for winning promotion into League One. That is diabolical. Absolutely. They might as well just walked up to me and slapped me in the face. 5,000. That's not going to help me out at all, is it? Jesus. All right. Right. Jimmy Wall. Who the hell? Jimmy Wall. Oh, coach. All right. Yeah. Well, he snuck that bonus into his contract, didn't he? $3,500 for getting promotion. You had so much to do with that, Jimmy Wall. I mean, yeah, we should all thank you. We wouldn't have done it without you. Jesus. Well, I honestly super happy that we've managed to do it. That is now back to back promotions. I've done a Wrexham. Kind of. No. I've gone further than that, right? Because we got promoted from the Vanarama South. We failed in the playoffs in the first season in the Vanarama South, and then we got promoted, and then we got promoted from the Vanarama National, and now we've been promoted from League 2. First time of asking. I wasn't ready for this. Well, I've got a lot of work to do in preparation for next season because our players are nowhere near that level. Right. I want to just quickly have a look and see what the average wages are in League 2. So what was ours? About 27,000? All right. So right. Okay. Well, if they're do a bit of calculating. Right. So Solihull Moors have the lowest wages per annum in League 1 of basically 2 million. So 2 million divided by 52. Right, so Solihull Moors on the lowest have a wage budget or they're spending 38,500 a week. See, this is what happens when you get promoted too quickly. You've not really had a chance to grow the club and the finances efficiently enough to be ready. I mean, it's not, what did I say it was? 38? 38 and a half. All right, let's go to our finances. All right, so if we got 27 and nearly 500,000 wage budget, it kind of almost gets us there. If we stick all that wage budget in, we almost got a wage budget equal to the lowest in League 1. It's still going to mean we've got our work cut out for us. Well, and we got players like Daniel Oyatunde to replace, and yeah, this absolutely ridiculous. I think we're going to be relying on some big loans. We're in League 1. We should probably be able to get some decent loans from Premier League clubs, although our club status is still going to be pretty low. It hasn't updated yet, so I'm assuming we'll be probably up to a 2-star, but I've been trying all season as well to get the board to continue to upgrade the training facilities, upgrade anything. They are tight. The new chairman, whatever his bloody name is, he is a proper tight ass. I've been asking for the upgrades all season, coaching courses for all the coaches and whatnot all season, and he keeps coming back. I asked for another 2 or 3 just before the last game of the season, just before we came back to do this episode, And he came back with the same thing he's been saying all season. Our schedule is way too busy to allow our coaches to go on courses. We had one game left. One. You know, potentially playoff games as well. Or that would have been, what, 3 at most. Kind of. And yeah, that spells out for me tight ass. Not that we've got too hectic schedule when we only have 1, 2 or 3 games left is absolutely ridiculous. So I don't quite know. I mean, our value has gone up 2.3. I'm assuming it might jump up again as we proper transition to the next league. We will see. But yeah, okay. Well, I was expecting more games for our episode today, so I can only apologise for that. You know, we got promoted. Bad me. And well, yeah, we're gonna have to be back for the next episode for an absolutely mental transfer episode, transfer special, because we've got to find some gold. And yeah, I think we've probably got our work cut out for us. We technically were already a league or 2 behind with most of our player levels, and now we've gone up another league. So well, I guess that's it for today. That's League 2 over and done with. I mean, you know, it was nice while it lasted. All right, well, I'll see you in the next one for the transfer special. I really have no idea how we're going to do it with the money we've got. Maybe all I can hope for is maybe a few more players go for some decent sums of money as well after such a good season to help add to the wage budget. But yeah, it's not going to be easy, but we'll be back for that. And yeah, if you've liked today's content, please leave us a like. And if you've got anything to comment, like, are you mental going up to League 1? Yeah, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Love to have you along for the journey. Help us grow the channel. We're very early growing this channel still. So yeah, all your support is much appreciated. And yeah, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day. And I will see you again in the next one. See ya.